Hello, boys and girls. Here's another assembly story. We need to say hello first of all. How about a fist bump today? It's good to see you. Have you worked out which class I'm in? I'll let you see. I think it's a hard one this time. Have you worked it out? It's the older children. It's year 6. I told you in the last assembly that I was going to tell you the story behind Shrove Tuesday. We usually call it Pancake Day. It's Pancake Day next Tuesday during half term. I love to put cream and syrup on my pancakes. Have you thought about what you are going to put on yours? Pancake Day is sometimes called Shrove Tuesday. Shrove comes from an old English word, shrive, and to shrive means to confess, to tell somebody about the things that you've done wrong. And for Christians, that's telling God. Oh, I did this today, I did this last week. And it's an opportunity for people to tell God about the things that they did wrong before they enter into Lent, which is another festival. I'll come back to that later. So let's talk about the story that gives us our Pancake Day and also Lent. Jesus is no longer 12 years old in this story. He's grown up. He's a grown man. He's about 30 years of age. And he's just come from the River Jordan, where he was baptized in the water by John the Baptist. The Spirit of God came down and rested upon him. It was in the form of a dove. God spoke from heaven and said, "This is my beloved Son, I'm pleased with him." And now God took Jesus to a desert place where he was alone. And for 40 days, Jesus waited there, preparing for all of the things that he was going to do over the next 3 years. But in that time, he didn't eat at all. He must have been so very hungry by the end of those weeks. And at that time, he had a visitor, but not the kind of visitor you'd like. The devil came. The devil said to Jesus, "You must be hungry. Look at these stones. Why don't you turn the stones to bread? You could do it. You are the Son of God, aren't you?" Jesus replied to him, "Man must not live by bread alone, but by the words of God." The devil took Jesus to Jerusalem and to the temple and to the very top of the temple. And he told Jesus, "Look, jump down, because the scriptures, they say that the angels will come so that you do not fall upon the stones and below." And Jesus answered him, "The scriptures also say that you must not test the Lord your God." The devil wanted to test and trick and tempt Jesus again. So this time he took him to a very high mountain, and from that mountain he told Jesus to look out and to see all of the kingdoms of the world. And he said to Jesus, "Look, these kingdoms and all of the power and riches that come with it, I will give you, but Jesus, just bow down and worship me." Jesus turned to him again and he said, "Do not the scriptures say that you should worship the Lord your God only and serve him only?" And the devil knew at last he was beaten. And Jesus said to him, "Begone, go away." And he left Jesus for a time. And in his place came angels that served Jesus and helped him. A little while later, Jesus left and he started to do miracles of all sorts to help people. Did you notice that in that story I said that Jesus didn't eat for 40 days? And many Christians have taken that number, 40, and they have put those 40 days in front of Easter, which is coming up in a few weeks' time. And they have said, in those 40 days, we, like Jesus, will give something up to remember Jesus. And some people, for the period of Lent, they give up chocolate or crisps, or they do good things, just like Jesus gave up food. And the day before Lent starts is called Shrove Tuesday, when people confess the things that they've done wrong. So in our Shrove Tuesday, we have Pancake Day, and we eat up those things in our kitchens, in our cupboards, that we traditionally give up for the rest of Lent. So Lent, or Shrove Tuesday, let's start with that. Shrove Tuesday is the start of Lent, which is 40 days, which leads up to Easter. And so this is a very important time for Christians around the world, where they remember what Jesus did. Boys and girls, before we finish, I just want to tell you that we can't be like Jesus in never doing wrong, but we can try to be like him in always trying to do right. And in that story, Jesus was steadfast. Now there's a new word maybe for some of you. It means to not give in, to be firm, to be decisive. And Jesus decided he would not listen to the testing, the tempting of the devil. Boys and girls, always there will be people that come to you and say, hey, why don't we do this? And you know it's wrong. Or there'll be a boy or a girl, a friend say, let's go over here and do this. And you know you shouldn't do it. And you have a decision to make. To do it and know it's wrong, or maybe to be steadfast and to do what is right. And if we do that, we will be like Jesus in a small way. Be steadfast. Enjoy your half term. We hope to see the little boys and girls back in school after half term, and we'll see you older ones online afterwards. Thank you.